This is I'm slowly setting up my official death battle setup because I'm currently wearing a new death battle hat that I just bought. I am now using. I'm gonna grab this and then I'm gonna after this recording set it up because I didn't just so I could show it off on camera. I got what we saw in the ad last time, the Wizen Boomstick Absolute Cinema mouse pad.
Do you have enough space to use it?
I wish I could see your webcam.
And I don't have it set up yet, but I'm going to be putting up my Kickstarter poster behind me. So and it's in the wash right now, so I'm not wearing it. But I have a Death Battle shirt that I'm going to be wearing.
Just for now on, you're going to be like in a uniform.
Full Death Battle. All right. So we're starting this off. I have no idea how many we're going to get through, but we're not going in order like usual. I do have so technically there's no episodes we have to watch for Blade versus Buffy. But on here, I do have all of the Halloween episodes and all of the live action episodes.
Okay.
Which are kind of, I guess, leaning towards what we would need, using major air quotes there, for Blade versus Buffy.
Yeah, ish.
Yeah. But it's very much its own disconnected thing, which helps with this, because I wanted to do this for my birthday. So, with that being said... So, I thought about it, and I want to start with one of your guys' episodes, and we're going to be starting with Trinity's.
Okay.
Which, Trinity said, any My Little Pony character. And I'm going to be so real. We've already watched one of them, which was Starscream versus Rainbow Dash, so long ago.
We also watched Discord and Bill Cipher already.
We have not on the series.
Oh, that's true, but we have, like, in our own time.
I know you've seen it. I don't think Trinity hasn't seen it. I know, Zach, you've seen it. Do you remember who the winner was and all that?
Not at all, no.
Nick, do you have any memory of that?
I have seen it, but I do not remember the outcome.
Luke, do you?
I don't know if I specifically remember the outcome either.
I only remember the joke.
I'd have to think for that.
So, we're going to start with Trinity. So, yeah. So, the problem is with My Little Pony on this show, sadly, we already watched Starscream versus Rainbow Dash, and then the other episodes are Deadpool versus Pinkie Pie, which is not good. Raven versus Twilight Sparkle, which is not good.
Oh.
And Bill Cipher versus Discord, which is fucking fantastic. So that's what we're going with.
Okay.
So
that's actually the one I thought about not watching because I heard you guys already watched it, but...
Are you interested in this one, though?
Oh,
yeah.
I will wait until it gets to the point where we would decide and try to see if I can remember what it is. If I can't, I will give an honest guess, and if I can remember it, then I'll let you know, and I won't, I'll abstain from guessing.
Yeah. Nick, how close are you to Mike?
Sorry, I was just fucking around.
Okay. Oh, Nick, I just wanted to ask, last time we were recording Ruby versus Maka, were you, fucking with your keys?
I'm always...
Well, because
I'm sorry.
There's an entire section where I'm crying, talking about the what the episode means to me, and all I hear in the background is just chink, 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 and I try to go to cut your audio, but it's so loud, it's coming through my headphones into my mic.
Somehow, Nick, you managed to bypass the built-in filter that Discord has. I don't know how.
It's really impressive.
I'm sorry. I don't do it on purpose.
I get it.
Oh, for sure.
It's my stim, and it just happens to be all of the metallic-y, clinky sounds right by the mic.
I kind of noticed it there's a couple times where I go to start talking and then I notice it and it makes me fumble, but it's not something I really thought was all that bad. And then in the edit, I'm like, oh, okay, I turned this down, and then I turned the volume down to negative, all the way down to 0, and I just still was fucking hearing it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I don't mean to. I will be fucking inarticulate if I don't have.
No, dude, I totally get it. I was just trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
I cannot honestly tell you what it was that time.
I was also curious. Did you during part of it get up and walk away to start doing something while watching?
Did it sound like he got out of his seat?
At what point?
I didn't
Did you
hear
like?
I didn't hear like his chair or anything, but while we were in the post analysis when they were talking about like the categories, when they were when Boomstick made the joke of changing skill to Scythery, and Nick questioned what that meant, he sounded so far away.
Okay. Well, I will say I remember specifically last time trying to make a conscious effort to speak farther from my mic, but obviously, whatever forces are at play are like already attuned to my speech pattern and my tone up close. So
Yeah.
Right
that
now, this
probably
sounds
just made it
perfect.
worse.
Oh yeah, you sound
This
fine.
is how I normally talk into the mic, but I was over here last time. And it was also I have to keep it at this distance and like in my line of sight. I guess that's just like the thing I have to do to keep it consistent.
I'm curious if I.
Sorry to make so many problems.
Oh no, you're causing no problems. I was just curious on what the hell was happening.
It's all comedy. It's not problems whatsoever.
I'm curious. So this is me talking towards my microphone right now. If I turn away, like I'm about to turn away in a second, how does this sound? Like how quiet is it in comparison?
It's a good bit quieter, and like just the audio quality like goes into fucking hell.
Okay.
It's not actually that bad, but it's not great. So, with the mystery solved, we have Bill Cipher versus Discord. I'm gonna start with Zach because he's the first on the Discord. I was hoping someone would laugh at that dumbass joke.
Oh, I didn't even get it until now.
In truth, I did say I'm not the most focused and I didn't hear it, but
Discord.
I have no excuses.
I don't really have stake in either of these. Bill Cipher is just kind of like I never really got around to Gravity Falls, and Discord is I grew up in a household where My Little Pony would have been considered cringe, so I just never bothered to engage with it.
Valid. Nick?
So, likewise, I imagine probably to the similar vein of what I probably would have said last time. I never really watched the show much, and I realized I was missing out. Other than like, so my babysitter had it playing when I was like waiting for my mom to get done with work. So I knew a little bit about it, but obviously it's catered towards young girls. So I don't think it really attached itself to me, but I obviously have gone through a revelation of like I understand the appeal now.
Yeah. And Bill Cipher?
Gravity Falls rules. Like, Bill Cipher was not, to be honest, like my favorite after a while. Just because I think he got a little flat. Never mind. That didn't.
You didn't laugh at my joke. I'm not laughing at yours. Oh.
Hello.
God damn it.
I feel like a cat that just got sprayed in the face with water for being bad. Yeah, I like Bill Cipher and I like Gravity Falls. It's just like this is my same complaint as always. I just was left wanting more.
Yeah. Luke?
So I haven't watched any of either of these shows, I don't think. Maybe like some little bits that you've shown me, but I haven't seen like a full episode of any of them.
Right.
Every time I see like a title card or like a picture of the characters from Gravity Falls, I'm like, who the fuck is that old guy and why is he hanging out with those kids?
So Grunk.
Okay. That's all you need. And I've seen this episode before. Currently can't remember what the outcome was. I just remember these characters both get into a lot of crazy shit.
I also don't think we watched the info because I know I had you over when.
Did we just watch the fight?
Yeah, because I remember me and you watched it because like how I did it with Iron Man versus Bardock, where I had everyone come over and watch a bunch of episodes. I do the thing every year where we go back and watch through all the fights of that year and then watch the season finale. I had you and Chris over to watch season 9.
Okay.
But that was years ago.
Yeah.
And finally, Trinity.
So I loved My Little Pony when I was younger, and for some reason I never finished the show. I like got to Twilight becoming an Alcorn and then like slowly dropped off after that. I saw the Breezies.
Okay.
I remember that, but I didn't learn about Cozy Heart until I saw her character on Instagram. I was like, "Who's that? Who's that villain?"
Wait, Cozy Heart is a villain?
No.
Yes.
Slate. It's a Cozy Glow.
Oh yes.
Still.
Sorry. Yes.
Sounds like a Care Bear.
I think there's a chance you may have mixed her name up with Flutterheart, which is
Flurry Heart, which
Flurry
is
Heart, yeah,
Cadence and Shining Armor's child.
Yeah.
What are the other names of villains in this show? Are they all like also sweet, like nice things?
So there's Flurry Heart, Discord, Lord Tirek, King Sombra, Queen Chrysalis.
Which one was Flurry Heart?
Storm King. Flurry Heart was like this super tiny kid that was like obsessed with harnessing friendship magic to destroy the universe.
How is that? That doesn't work.
Is that who I'm thinking of? That's like blue and pink.
Hold on.
But I thought that was Cozy Glow.
Hold on. So,
but yeah, I never knew of her until I saw it on the internet once.
I love that you looked up calculator.
But this is Cozy Glow. The
yeah. Okay. Then who's Flurry Heart?
And Flurry Heart.
That's a very menacing looking villain.
This is Flurry Heart.
That's the.
She's
villain?
a villain?
No, she's a good guy.
Okay.
Okay, you said she was a villain. So
I think
confused.
I mixed up the names on accident right there.
Okay.
Flurry Heart sounds like a special I would get from like GQ.
It kind of does. But this is like the most hated character in all of My Little Pony.
Why?
Wait, why?
It felt like you guys ever see with Fairly Odd Parents how people were like, oh, they just threw in Poof, the baby, and they were like, people were kind of feeling that with Flurry Heart, as well as no one in the entirety of My Little Pony is ever born an alicorn.
What is alicorn?
When you have
it's the
wings
Pegasus,
and a horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dracula's.
No one is ever born an alicorn. You are born a unicorn or a Pegasus, and then through whatever trials you may face, you become an alicorn. And they just decided that Flurry Heart was born an alicorn and pissed people off.
The alicorn of the castle.
To be fair, it makes sense because her parents, one of them's a alicorn and one of them is a unicorn.
How'd that work?
It's also one of the things of, like, there's not much to go off of in universe, because, like, the alicorns we know of, Celestia, Luna, Cadence, Twilight. Cadence is the only one to ever have a kid. And, like, we never see, like, Celestia and Luna's parents, because Celestia and Luna are thousands of years old. They're fucking
and also
deities.
It never goes into, like, how they became alicorns.
Right.
And I don't...
Must have been born that way.
Do they not with Cadence either? I don't remember if like
they
showed like her babysitting Twilight if she was a unicorn.
She was an alicorn at that point. She was already a princess. But
so was she born that way?
I don't think so. But also it's one of the things I don't know if we have confirmation.
That's fair. I need to finish the show though.
Okay, I will say I love all 10 seasons. The final season and it's like season and a half is good. The problem is they just kind of like redo all the plots from the first season again.
Oh.
It's still good though. So with that rant out of the way that I wasn't fully expecting.
I just want to say I won my Night Rain one, and that's what got me into Depth 3.
Hey.
Woo.
All right, are we ready for this episode?
Yes.
Maybe.
I will also throw out that this episode was like what we're doing with the Champions Island right now. Was,
Sponsored by DraftKings.
Yes. Was the episode that won the 2D poll for the Champions poll a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was this one won the 2D poll, and then Alex Mercer versus Cole McGrath won the 3D one. And then Wile E. Coyote versus Tom was the next one. So I'm hoping with all my heart that, because so far, my preferred matchup has not won a single time. Because...
Sorry, am I doing it again?
It sounded like you were
Sorry.
just straight up smacking your mic.
Yeah, it sounded like
I was like, is the mic okay? Or why are you
I'm
tapping it so much?
I was listening and I'm like, why is my thing lighting up? Oh.
I try to fidget mostly with my feet.
normally the fidgets are relatively not as loud, but that straight up sounded like you were smacking your mic.
Yeah.
I was gonna let it keep going. I thought it was funny.
Me too.
I guess never mind. Sorry. I will make a conscious effort not to do anything to the mic.
You're allowed, like I'm saying, I fidget and stuff while I'm here. I guess I have quieter stuff that happens to be around my desk.
I can let you borrow my keys for a different key sound.
I don't think you understand what you're saying. I have keys.
You need a fidget ring.
You should get one.
Oh, like the spinny one you got?
Yeah.
I've got one that's 3D printed, but I think would be like the king of all loud mic sounds.
Oh.
As
I
it
don't
like
think
rotates around.
mine's loud.
No, yours is. It might make a little like ring as it goes around.
Let's find out.
Put it right up to the mic.
What I normally do is I have two tuners,
That's not bad.
and this might actually give clarity to the sounds that you were hearing last time.
Me fidgeting with your Ethernet cord with my teeth.
But yeah, you can barely hear this ring I got.
Oh, I can hear it.
Oh, okay, cool. I can't.
Every once in a while it comes through.
What was I saying?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Get on with the episode.
Ready to start?
Before that, it was I was talking about the tournament and how never once during these has my preferred matchup gotten in, because when they did the poll, there was the 3D and the 2D one. My preferred 2D episode was Mordecai and Rigby versus Finn and Jake, and this one, which I'm happy this won, but I really wanted Mordecai and Rigby versus Finn and Jake. For the 3D poll, I wanted King Ghidorah versus Deathwing, or the Spy from TF2 versus Agent 47. But we got
Oh, that
Cole
would be
McGrath
fucking
versus
awesome.
Alex Mercer. Then we got to the Tournament of Champions. My matchup that I submitted actually got in, Clementine versus Ellie, and then it got eliminated round 1. So now, my character did not get into the Tournament of Champions because, if I'm being real, I made a dumb decision because I put Clementine in, and then I had the realization of, let's say she gets in the tournament and in the thing, and then she wins the whole thing. That means we have to vote on a matchup for her. She has one matchup. There's no vote. So, but now I have Springtrap and Slenderman. So maybe for once I can get what I fucking want.
Slender Trap and Spring,
it
man.
basically has to be somebody with more than one matchup if they have a fighting chance at actually making it into an episode.
For this particular thing, yes. But every
Okay.
single character has at least a couple. Like even Hatsune fucking Miku has like 6 matchups.
Does she have feats? Does she have like fighting stats?
Dude, there is so much stuff for Hatsune Miku. We saw it. We saw a little bit of it in Hulk versus Godzilla. She fought Godzilla.
Luke,
She did?
Oh, she's got feats. Trust me.
I just want to say, if we're going off of the power level that she has been assigned in the versus battle wiki, which I know is a controversial place to be looking,
Right.
she could go against Marceline, and I feel like that might not be one of her like known matchups because they are apparently the same in power.
Her her more popular ones are, I mentioned her name a little bit ago, but I forgot it. She's another Vocaloid artist. Or another...
Sonic Tattoo.
Yeah.
Samsung.
And then the other one, her other big ones are Barbie and Michael Jackson.
What feats does Michael Jackson have?
He's got stuff from...
Remember when he did that lean thing?
He's got stuff from like the video, because he has like the, I think it's called like Moonwalker game.
Oh yeah, like Michael Jackson or Super Michael Jackson World or whatever.
Something, I don't remember what it's called. I think it might be called Michael Jackson Moonwalker. But either way, I personally want it to be Miku versus Barbie if Miku wins.
That's it, Miku.
I think Barbie would demolish Miku.
Oh, absolutely, but I'm okay with that. Either way, all right, we have rambled. For way
I've been recording for 21 minutes before we got into this video.
I hate OBS doing this. Oh my god. There we go.
We see you and see you.
Alright. Let's watch Death Battle.
I love video games.
I can't wait to not be blind by this screen. My room's dark.
Also, neither of these are video game characters, Luke.
I'm just saying.
Bill Cipher, triangular terror from Gravity Falls.
Playing
I
video
don't think a
games.
single one of them is in a video game.
From My Little Pony. The
that
mighty,
better,
the
right?
righteous, the profound, and the profane. We have featured all manner of warrior on Death Battle before.
But none as silly as these two apocalyptic goofballs. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
One thing
their
I do want to throw out is I love the different... Because I watch a lot of Death Battle reactions. Just because I like gauging where people are thinking on episodes. When this episode came out, and since then when people have done reactions to this, I always love seeing the people who are, like, genuinely upset they're using a My Little Pony character. Because, like...
Just because of My Little Pony?
Yeah, it's like people, like, grown men, like, throwing tantrums.
What do they think Death
Battle's gone woke. They're using ponies.
And those ponies have different colors, and the colors of the rainbow, and I don't like the gays.
Yeah, where's the... Never mind.
Where's the biblically accurate Jesus in Death Battle?
I was about to make a joke that could have been taken very out of context. I'll say it off recording.
I will say, they're actually pretty good with representation. They have multiple gay characters. They have multiple
I know.
across
That was
different
just me
ethnicities.
impersonating... Sorry, that was just me impersonating the people who get mad that My Little Pony's on the show.
No, yeah, but, like, they're even, like, really good because, like, they got, like, a whole other, like, it's not just, like, ponies. There's, like, other races and other, like species, I guess is the way to put it, because it's different than people. Like, around the world, and they're actually, like, really good about it. Except for the one time they were not. I don't want to talk about that one, though.
armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Deep within the forests of Central Oregon rests the rustic lumber town of Gravity Falls.
Oh, hey!
This
there's
has been
old
out
man
for like
McGucket.
10 years.
And
Yeah.
would you look at that Mayor Befumple-Thumpter. And who could forget that
Put
little
Mayor
polished
Befumple-
turd, Gideon
what?
Mayor
Gleeful.
Befumple-
But despite its looks, Gravity Falls is less Mayberry and more Twin
These are like some of my
Peaks.
D&D names.
I've been studying what I call
Exactly.
the unified theory of weirdness.
Is
Much
that-
like gravity?
Is that the guy from
Weirdness.
Kung Fu Panda?
That Tai Lung, yes. Hold on. Let me...
Studying what I call
Wait.
the unified.
Finally, we're the opponent.
Where?
And Skeletor.
Oh, Tyler. Okay, but not in the original. It's in. I was like, I'm pretty sure I would have noticed.
Yeah, crying Mario down there on the stairs. A bad deal.
I see Skeletor.
Yep, Predator.
Is that a toilet?
Yeah, some shoes.
Ken?
Yeah, Ken, I think. I can't tell what that is.
I can't.
Thought
It might be a
Like,
Stretch
doesn't-
Armstrong.
Maybe.
Never mind.
So yeah.
Theory of weirdness. Much like gravity, weirdness acts as a force, warping space and attracting bizarre phenomena to certain areas.
Like the Bermuda Triangle or Denny's at 3 a.m.
And Gravity Falls is
he on a
one of
green
those
screen?
places. In fact, it's the
I think
largest
it's actually at
weirdness
Denny's.
magnet in the entire world.
Rainbow vomiting gnomes, the fearsome multi-bear, the dilapidated mystery shack, and most terrifying of all, a trillion-year-old alien spoken of only in whispers, the foulest creature to ever blaspheme upon this beautiful land, Bill Cipher. So actually doesn't look so bad.
I feel like he could do a lot more
Don't
damage if
be
he
fooled
wanted
by
to.
Bill's goofy
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know how the show even goes, but he's just like kind of a crazy entity, right? That just likes fucking with stuff.
He likes destruction. He wants to destroy everything and like
He
rule
likes
over it.
he likes cryptocurrency, NFTs, and AI art.
That's why Discord says despicable.
Genuinely the worst villain I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
I feel like he just kind of could. You know what I mean? Like, he just kind of could destroy everything, but he's.
no,
I feel like he's having fun with it.
Don't worry.
How old is this?
This is 2 years ago.
Okay. I was gonna say if this was like 5 years ago, I'm like, how the fuck do they know about AI art? I guess it was coming around.
Also, the real name, it's like constantly fluctuating, and a lot of the names are anagrams for a bunch of different, very popular death battle reactors, which I think is really cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
And also, robbed by Sands in a Tumblr sexy man poll. The internet.
Also,
is
he's over a
terrible
trillion
place.
years old.
I thought that was Reagan that got robbed.
No, he did possess George Washington, and Stanley Kubrick, and the guy who made Gravity Falls, Alex Hirsch.
Huh.
Who, Billy Matthews?
Underneath
Cipher?
the deadpan
Yeah.
one-liners lies
Okay.
the cold black
Billy
heart
Matthews.
of a genocidal
Quick pause on our
madman.
partner skill.
After obliterating his home dimension and killing everyone in it, Bill was on the run from the interdimensional authority, so he settled in the chaotic nightmare realm, turning it into his own personal kingdom.
But he quickly set his sights on an even bigger prize. Our own universe. Unable to break through the dimensional barriers on his own, he spent millennia trying to trick poor, unsuspecting humans to open the front door.
And if Bill escapes, all of reality is screwed.
He is a being made of pure energy, able to craft a physical body out of nothing and then change that shape to grow to planetary scales. He can regenerate any part of himself, including his own spirit.
Bill can move objects with his mind, duplicate himself, and see into the future. He can bring inanimate objects to life, shoot lasers and fire, and control your dreams like Freddy Krueger.
I love anything that will make you uncomfortable as a power. Because that's kind of
Even if
his
it's-
thing.
Even if it's not weird.
Yeah, it's
If
anything
it's-
he wants
that
to.
will-
While we are paused, Kai, do you remember when I don't remember what the matchup was for, but for some reason in a matchup we were talking about the Warframe Harrow.
Yeah, we were talking about Harrow versus Pithead from Hellraiser.
Yeah, and how one of Harrow's feats was that he held back an entity known as the Man in the Wall.
Yeah.
The Man in the Wall is like bar for bar Bill Cipher, and now I want to see them fight.
Huh.
But Bill isn't just some magician. He can warp reality as much as he pleases.
He controls space, matter, gravity, time, and can even mess with the fourth wall.
Though he's most known for his
Is this
control
show
over
like a
soul.
little bit scary
He can
sometimes?
see
Oh,
and interact with
abso-fucking-lutely.
normally invisible spirits, blow holes.
There's
through-
actually Alex Hirsch. Forgot.
He dies.
Alex Hirsch
This has spoilers.
put out a whole thing of every single alteration that Disney tried to make him make to the show. A lot of which he was able to get through, but some of them he had to change, but because the show was too scary and too adult. Also, one thing, he really, really, really tried, and Disney fought till the bitter end until they finally gave in the final episode to have a gay couple in the show. There are two cops that they spend like their entire time together, and it's very clear they have something between them, but they were never allowed to do anything. Show anything.
Knew it. I fucking knew it.
And then in the final episode, they're talking about how it's like after Bill's done, and they're like, all right, we're passing a new law that no one's allowed to talk about what happened with Bill because none of us want to remember this shit. And then one of the cops says, and if you talk about it, we're going to zap you, because he has a taser. And the other one says, zap, zap, we're mad with power and love, and then they kiss. They finally got it.
They were forced to queerbait for a whole series.
Pretty much. They wanted, Alex wanted it so bad.
them
Fuck
and
you,
even
Disney.
eradicate them from existence.
Yeah, pretty much.
And should an unwitting pawn make a
I love the
deal with
random
a
clips they
green
use.
demon, he
I
can
wasn't
possess
allowed to
their
watch
bodies.
this, so
Which
I've never
would
like,
have
really
been good to
seen
know
much
when
of
I
it.
started talking.
Why weren't you
about it.
allowed to?
Wait, what?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like, I
Too
guess
scary.
it can be a little scary. Like, there's an entire...
But did your parents even know what it was about?
I don't know. I just was told I couldn't watch it.
There's a chance...
I was. Go ahead.
There was an episode that kind of circulated for amongst I'll just say overprotective parents, where Dipper goes to try and help figure out what kind of ghost is haunting a house, and then while he's in there, they enter a room with like a bunch of like animal heads on the wall, like hunting trophies, and then they all start pouring blood from their mouths and chanting ancient sins.
I think I've seen that clip.
Yeah, but that's hardly the craziest thing that's happened, right?
Right,
Like,
but like that's kind of just like very blatantly like, oh, what the fuck?
well,
It's very
They-
strong imagery.
in the zombie episode, they heavily imply Grunkle Stan gets torn apart while they run.
It's, I mean, they immediately like step away from that, but
Is Grunkle because
Yeah.
like grandpa, uncle?
great uncle.
Great
Yeah.
uncle. Okay, Uncle
I
Grandpa.
think they
Grandpa,
should
Uncle.
study
That's the other show.
Bunkle Bunkle.
people who watched certain shows versus other shows. As a
You
kid.
see how mentally fucked up they are.
Uncle Stunko wins the Funkle Bunkle.
I think that would be interesting.
My,
Because I know there's already studies about like
Sorry.
SpongeBob, supposedly.
well,
What did
What-
SpongeBob
what's-
do to people?
what do they say?
If you watch
To
it,
be
you're
fair,
dumb.
I haven't actually looked to see if there
What?
actually is. I just have heard
There's a lot
that
of
like
people. who
supposedly it
say
makes you dumber.
Yeah, I'm like I watch
It
a lot
makes
of
you
SpongeBob
dumber?
here.
That's like a
honestly-
rumor I heard
honestly-
from like my stepmom.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
honestly,
Kai,
I
you cut
resent
out when you
that
were saying
because not even from personal experience, there's a lot of highbrow humor in that. Like out of
There is.
context.
Well, old
like-
SpongeBob, not new SpongeBob.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I didn't watch the new
definitely
SpongeBob.
New SpongeBob, I would totally support that argument that it absolutely makes you dumber.
Our generation was good. The next one's bad.
Well, it's
The argument
still
that
our
every generation
it was still our generation. It's like nothing has changed about SpongeBob. It's just still going. But it's terrible. It's-
Yeah,
there was
I
a lot
need
of
to actually
highbrow
look into
humor
it.
and my mom was like of that mentality. She's like, SpongeBob is gonna rot your mind, and then she watched it like one time and found it hilarious as an adult, and then just started because I think people have a bad sense about it, you know, like it's like they purely go on the vibes, and then there's like, oh, there's a study that it makes you dumber. It's like TV makes you dumber.
Yeah.
Well, I
Did-
was allowed to watch SpongeBob, but I also know someone who wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
And
I just
they're
think it's
dumber.
like if you I don't think you can really restrict specific cartoons. Like if you're gonna restrict your kid from watching TV, just say like, hey, don't watch TV for 9 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then because that's what's gonna make them stupid. That's what made me stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like if there was a legitimate empirical evidence, like irrefutable, based on science, that specific shows on TV were actually like the downfall of society, then like it would be much more evident instead of just the fact that we have no regulation for TV. Like
Yeah.
Mm.
you can watch it for as long as you want and whatever you want to watch.
I think it probably just is due to the fact that it was a good show, therefore people watched it a lot and maybe didn't do their homework. So people were like, SpongeBob's making our graduation rates go down.
I'm just saying, I watched a lot of SpongeBob and My Little Pony, and I'm both stupid and I feel like I have at least somewhat a good moral compass. So maybe
Yeah.
they do affect my brain. I don't know.
You feel like you would be an
Well,
intelligent sociopath if you did.
If I didn't watch either of them, absolutely.
If you didn't wa-
I'd be smart and horrible.
Okay.
No,
You watched
So,
Dexter?
when I started
I have
talking
not.
about
Finally! I've been watching you two boobs
Is-
for
is
a
he
while.
billed?
The
Yeah.
pyramids, the dollar bill, anything made in my image, I can see
It was kind of
through.
cool seeing them put like little
I
Easter eggs
see
in Death Battles they did
everything.
during the season. Leading
Did
up
they
to
actually
it.
do that?
New
Yeah.
co-host.
Oh, okay.
In episodes,
I couldn't tell if I was like put in after just for this.
Before Bill came upon Gravity Falls and the Pines family, namely the brilliant scientist Stanford Pines, who spent decades traveling the multiverse to find a way to defeat Bill for good, after almost accidentally unleashing him.
And has canonically met Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Oh, I wanted to mention.
Turns out
This is just a quick thought. We have a Seuss hat at Spirit Halloween now.
I love that.
Like not a complete costume, but it's merch.
his niece and nephew, twins Mabel and Dipper Pines, who would end up being Bill's greatest enemies. Hard to believe, perhaps.
I would like to point out this. This is another one of those things where it's like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it might be a little too much for some kids, because during this scene, he's like chasing them down, ready to murder them, and his exact line is, "I'll be right back, I have some children I need to turn into corpses." Like,
He didn't say kill.
yeah, that's so much better.
Yeah, he skips a step.
Especially when Bill
They just
finally
become.
managed to, his way through the walls of our cosmos and enter Gravity Falls, reaching his full power and kicking off. Weird Monkey! That's my line! We've got hench maniacs on the loose, madness bubbles flying every which way, making things go all kinds of crazy, and a weirdness wave threatening to warp all of reality.
And not just
Was there a
all
live
of
action
us.
Ash and Misty in that car?
It was not,
That a-
it was Dipper and Wendy.
Did you say Ash?
Was
and-
it?
No,
It
that's
looked
Dipper
like
and Wendy.
No, it looked like them. Tell me it doesn't look like them.
All of reality.
The girl had like
Not
red
just
hair.
our universe.
Yeah, Wendy has
I
red hair.
just-
Madness bubbles flying every which way.
Yeah, that's
making
Wendy.
things
Yeah,
go
Oh, okay.
archetype,
all kinds
like
of crazy.
they do look similar to
That
those
look,
two
I'm
characters.
gonna say this right now. Don't fucking give him any credit on that. That looks nothing like Ash and Misty. It is just a white
Okay,
guy in a hat
okay.
and a redhead.
It
The
doesn't
guy
look
looks a
Sam-
little bit like him.
The color
Now that I see,
the Ash Ketchum.
yeah.
Okay, it doesn't look like them, but it looks like a Smosh like parody of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I could kind of see that.
Not
Is
as
that
much
Alex Hirsch?
the girl.
No, that's Dipper's voice. That's their voice actors.
I figured it was
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
one of those like voice actor bits.
Yeah, they were going through, as they say, weirdness bubbles, where like they were going through all different phases of reality that warped them, and one of them was live action, where it was their voice actors.
The reason why I didn't get who it was at first was because I didn't see, like, I didn't get a good vision of who was in the car at first.
Right.
So I didn't see that was Wendy instead of like the Mabel was the other
Yeah.
like main character girl.
Yeah.
So I thought they just switched to completely different, like somebody else.
No.
I will say, like,
Because that doesn't look like Dipper.
I was told not to give you credit for this, but that would be fucking hilarious if it was just inexplicably Ash and Misty. From...
In a weirdness wave threatening to warp all of reality.
And not just our universe. Without the nightmare realm holding him back, given enough time, Bill's power threatened the multiverse.
And given his control over time and space, Bill can move as fast as he damn well pleases, especially when his mind can view an infinite kaleidoscope of possibilities all at once. As Bill says himself, he exists in a state of quantum
that wasn't from the show.
What?
It might have been.
No, what was
Like
in
3D
his
bottle
eye?
dancing around with a weird mouse. With
Yeah.
mouth.
Oh,
Not mouse.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
They were
That's the
getting
39 buried hero found triangle.
They were getting weird with the edits this season.
He exists in a state of quantum uncertainty.
I like it.
With help.
Right. Similar to Erwin Schrodinger's hypothetical cat, Bill exists in two possible states at once, perpetually unresolved. Everything he is also not.
Though he has one great weakness: unicorn hair. Yes, actually, what are the odds?
Similar to garlic or silver, unicorn hair serves as a key ingredient to barriers that can block otherworldly
Okay.
beings like Bill, which can also drain them of their power. While unicorn hair barriers did prevent Bill from breaking into the Shacktron, they failed to nullify his magic.
His actual greatest weakness is his unbelievable ego.
His complete and utter disdain for humanity ultimately proved to be the opening
Were those all
Hines
corpses?
needed.
Tricked into
Not
entering
corpses, but people he had turned into statues. They were still
Okay.
alive.
the
That's
mind of
not
four
much better.
scumbag
It's
brothers
worse.
dancing
If at all.
Just as it was being erased, Bill invoked
I
the
said this was
almighty
bar for bar the man
Axolotl.
in the wall. It is even more so now.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's specifically the comment of everything he also isn't. That is straight up a plot point called eternalism.
Huh.
Drink Sunkissed.
Warframe stole from.
No.
Scumbag brother Stanley,
Probably.
just as it was being erased, Bill invoked the almighty axolotl in a desperate bid to survive.
Bill's prayers were answered, but in a way he never expected. He would be reincarnated in another form and another time.
Where exactly? No one knows, but we can only hope that this equilateral enemy of all that's holy and decent is never coming back.
And now for the character that was on
This
my
episode
top
of Death
5
Battle sponsored by
fictional characters
Draconaques.
of all
I
time.
don't know how, but getting you out of the left.
I really, really, really like Discord.
I'm getting water. Don't worry about pausing.
Okay.
Does that confirm
Well,
the existence
it's
of an all-powerful axolotl god in
Yes.
Gravity Falls?
Yeah. I know they said don't worry about pausing, but like, will they be able to hear it?
I would just wait. Actually, on that note, I am going to get some water too.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's good that we are.
And on that note, I'm not.
Okay.
I feel like hearing what Bill Cipher can do, I feel like Discord doesn't have a chance, but I also know he can bend reality, so like
Now here's a question about My Little Pony. Do you know anything about the comics?
no.
Okay. My Little Pony's comics get stupid. I
How
love them.
stupid? Like every other comic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we have a clip from a movie that is terrible, but I still love it.
It looks pretty.
The animation of the My Little Pony movie is so fucking beautiful. They just kind of like.
I saw this one.
I have it on DVD. I can lend it to you at some point. I really like it, but also it's one
When
of those
was
things.
this made?
I think it was 20. I want to say 17.
Was it before the Question Girls?
It was after the first two at the very least. I don't think 3 was out yet. No.
Remember this?
So, Request Your Girls, Rainbow Rocks, and Friendship Games were out, but Legend of Everfree was not. They kind of.
I've seen the
fuck up
first
the
two,
characters
but
a
not
little bit.
the last two.
They're all fantastic. I love them all. I've seen them all a million times.
I want to rewatch the first two before I watch the third and fourth.
They're all on YouTube for free.
I do want to say, Kai, having started Ruby, I like the other team equally as much, and I kind of wish
Oh,
the
Team Juniper's
show was.
awesome.
I kind of wish the show was equally focused on them.
Oh, don't worry, it will be.
Hell yeah.
I think Monty realized just how much good shit he was putting into Team Juniper, especially Jean and Pyrrha. That the focus will shift a bit to that way it's a bit more evenly spread. It will still mainly be Ruby, but
I also know of the existence of I don't even actually know of the other members, but specifically Coco's team, and I've known about that character a while. And aside from like one very questionable narrative choice they did apparently in one of like the books or something, I love everything about her.
oh yeah, she's like not super important if I'm gonna be honest.
Which, whatever.
Yeah, you can only have so many characters that are like uber important and like in the forefront. But Team Juniper can be a consistent stay. You don't gotta worry about that.
Funny thing too is, I was trying to make a D&D character, and I was coming up with ideas. And then Feather was like, "You mean like this?" and showed me a picture of Coco. And just that one picture, knowing nothing about that character, that is why I wear the sunglasses I do, and that is why I choose the specific bags for school that I choose. And I know nothing about her other than that.
I relate to so many different Ruby characters on like levels that I didn't think were possible, and I love it so much. All right, Nick, are you back?
No.
I see.
Good cover.
All the time, Equestria was under attack, plagued by the rampaging spirit of disharmony. whose only goal was to spread chaos and unhappiness throughout the land.
Until the twin princesses of the sun and moon, Celestia and Luna, used the all-powerful elements of harmony to turn him to stone. Kicking the can down the road, I see. Lots of luck.
Yes, because as with seemingly all magical prisons, it didn't last forever. Eventually, this being of madness and destruction broke free, and discord had returned.
Wait, was he just in a statue?
He was the statue.
He cracked out of it.
Yeah, because of disharmony around him. I will. They kind of make a good point. I don't, in like any media ever, magical prisons just don't fucking work.
Maybe they should actually try putting them in a physical prison.
Well, that doesn't work either. That's the problem. You gotta
Is this a piece of bread?
You gotta kill these fuckers. And yes, that is a piece of bread on the typewriter.
Okay.
Now I know what you're thinking. Dear Lord, what
I think
good God.
the reason magical prisons don't work is because everyone who makes them is like, you have to have this specific code and this fingerprint and this magical like aura to be able to open the prison. Why don't you just make the prison unopenable?
Yeah, why will you need to
yeah.
open the prison in the future?
Technically, that didn't happen
Exactly.
with Discord. Discord's just like disharmony being around him caused him to regain power. Which I will also add, though, that's kind of on Celestia, because he wasn't hidden away somewhere. He was part of the royal fucking garden, and the reason he got released was because there was a school fucking field trip that was going chaotically around him. Like,
That's all it takes.
That is a genuine skill issue. You either get higher ups to make a better prison, or you put him in the center of the earth.
like I'm sorry, like that is entirely on fucking Celestia at that point.
Wait, that's all it takes is like, Michael, get your ass off the school.
I mean, it was a little more than that, but essentially,
Luke, stop spraying people with the hose!
like, that is essentially what it fucking was.
What name is that thing?
Discord is a Draconaques, or dragon horse, and also deer, goat, snake, lion, eagle, lizard, and a bat.
All part of a complete balanced breakfast. Despite looking like a Build-A-Bear grab bag, he doesn't seem so bad. Kind of annoying, but in a lovable,
Probably is a
non-Capitan
Build-A-Bear grab
kind of way.
There's certainly some truth in that. While initially one
Was
of
he
our
fine
party's
and then they
most
just pushed him
potent
too far, or
foes,
what?
What do you mean?
Well, like they're saying he's like kind of a weird guy, like annoying, but then he's not so bad.
He was a villain,
Like-
now he's not.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Discord is
Ice
not
King.
inherently evil.
Kind of. Ice King never really stopped being the way he was. They just made him more sympathetic and made him like stop doing inherently evil all the time. Whereas
And he
with-
likes
Did Ice King ever do inherently evil, or did he just like
Kidnap
spank
women.
people inappropriately?
kidnap women and try and force them to marry him.
Yeah,
But it
Ice
never
King was
really
like-
worked.
Ice King was like
he
Bowser
did kidnap them
evil,
though.
and then they
Just
introduced
because
like
something doesn't work doesn't mean the intent there.
I'm not really
he-
sure what his intention was.
Forcing them to marry him.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, that is
Yeah.
evil.
But yeah, then they
Ice
introduced
Ice King was like Bowser evil, and then they introduced like Satan evil.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, maybe he's not as bad as in comparison." And then
This-
he got a little bit better.
So with Discord,
he's not
Go ahead.
inherently evil. He's the embodiment of chaos. So he would just bring chaos everywhere and all that, which tended to make everyone's lives kind of suck. But then second time around, he came back. They defeated him. Then he came back again, and he was like, "You know what? I kind of dig you guys. I'll be your friends. I'll be your friends."
did they nerf him once he became a playable character?
Oh no, not in the slightest.
He's still badass.
He just like doesn't step in a lot because he doesn't think it's fun. It's not his place.
Just chaotic.
Discord versus Lord of
A
Frenzied
big
Flame
jolly
win.
jerk that sets fire to things that can't burn, just like me.
It's not like you to find a lot of common ground with My Little Pony. I mean, you're usually like, the only good pony is the horse meat and my sandwich.
That's disgusting, Wiz. Horse meat goes in burritos. But really, having a daughter changes a man. It softens your cold, hard edges.
Sorry, I don't know
Get
why
in
that
with
made me laugh.
Discord.
Which part?
Does he have a daughter?
The burrito joke.
Chad James does, but I think in Death Battle canon, in Death Battle canon, I know Boomstick's been divorced a million times. I think he canonically has at least one daughter.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on that, though. It's kind of up in the air. Their family... Because, like, it's also insinuated in an episode that Wiz is married. But, like...
Yeah, I need Wiz to trauma dump a little more.
I mean, kinda. I got no idea what's going on with him. They've kind of stopped dropping as much Wiz and Boomstick lore lately.
Yeah, like how much does the fan base actually care about their backstory?
It's kind of like, for people who really like Death Battle like me, it's really cool. For people who like are more casual viewers like you guys, a lot of them don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
And so they kind of changed it for the casual audience.
Okay.
Well, the inevitable series finale's got to be Wiz versus Boomstick.
Oh, 100%.
So they got to have things to go off of.
Right. And which, if that ever happens, good lord, that is going to be a rough one.
As a man, it softens your cold, hard edges. Kinda like with Discord, who became best buddies with the pony Fluttershy, and guest pals with everyone else by default. Fluttershy's best pony.
Discord is chaos incarnate and is empowered by causing as much pandemonium as possible. Likewise, if he betrays his true nature, it can cause his soul to weaken and possibly cause him to fade away entirely.
Not a problem when his powers allow him to mess stuff up as much as he likes. He's a full-on reality warper and plays with the laws of physics like they were silly putty.
Discord can manipulate space by teleporting, reshaping his body, and transmuting matter. He can mess with your mind and erase
So
your
I have a
memory.
question.
Yo.
If chaos helps him be him because he is it, does him causing chaos
Make him more powerful?
help him
Yes.
be him? Okay. So he can self-propagate his chaoticness.
Yes.
Okay.
You also got to think about Bill Cipher in that, too, because his entire thing is making weird and chaotic stuff.
Yeah.
He can control time and travel through it. He can even remove mathematical dimensions, turning objects 2D.
He also has instant access to powerful items such as Grogar's Bewitching Bell, which can drain foes of their magic power and transfer it to others.
Phasing, clones, possession, invisibility, the list goes on. He can move the sun and moon and rip apart the fabric of reality. And if his physical body is destroyed, he can keep going as a spirit.
Honestly, it'd be quicker to list off all the things Discord can't do. Starting with,
Which
the
is?
end.
He can do anything he can think of, even obliterate the fourth wall. He's turned the page of the comic he's on, talked directly to the reader, referenced everything from Bob Ross to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and even changed the very genre of the story he's in.
He's also directly based on Picard from Star Trek.
Oh, my boomstick sense is tingling.
I don't remember Picard having this much power in the show.
Well, no, but like personality-wise.
Okay.
But there's no amount of character.
Which is kind of ironic because Picard is supposed to be the most level-headed, like, voice of reason there, which is why he's the captain.
I know nothing about Star Trek, I'm gonna be real.
I know the dude's bald.
Yeah, he's the bald dude that he's like, oh, for the love of shit. Like,
I might have I might have a character mixed up. It might be another Star Trek. I know it's a Star
Patrick
Trek
Stewart.
character. I don't
well,
think it
that
was
would
him.
check out because I have heard, I have heard Patrick Stewart's voice and it sounds
Patrick
like
Stewart.
Discord. I don't know.
Ever
I guess it
make
doesn't
me
have to be.
For another Deadpool. Ah, damn it.
Oh, please. Any similarity is down to your line producer refusing to greenlight complex animation. I should be just as insulted by your attempt to force me into dreary fisticuffs. But
He's
when it
pretty
comes to my
close.
geometric rival, I'm not about to be upstaged.
Well, I find it fascinating that you seem to draw energy from disharmony. I'd love to study how it played a part in freeing you from internal imprisonment and even in resubstantiating your very essence.
Well, if all you want is to experience substantiation.
What the? Ah! God, no! No!
I like the idea that that's actually Wiz and Boomstick and they're just scared to see each other.
Well, that's like that.
Wait, hang on. I tapped out. Sorry. Show me again.
Back up, 10 seconds.
Fucking hang on. Wait.
More seconds.
Why were you tabbed out?
Because I posted a meme.
Yeah. I see.
Only for a second.
Experience substantiation.
10 seconds.
What the? Ah! God, no! No!
Good bit.
It's weird seeing them actually do the voices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chad James, hearing him talk, like normally, I gotta wonder how the fuck he's done the boomstick voice this long and not like destroyed his vocal cords.
Well, I'm never recovering from that emotionally.
I don't think anybody could.
Oh, look! Blissful ignorance at the bottom of this can.
With Discord's powers, Pinkie Pie could have turned the entire universe into icing. What that meant for the laws of physics is anyone's guess.
He's basically at the top of the pony power hierarchy, even compared to the alternate reality threat, the Pony of Shadows, who could overrun all existence. In
See,
the
that sounds like a
multiverse.
villain.
The Pony of Shadow. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? Want to know something else? He's a fucking bitch in the show. He does.
But how do you, like?
He does fucking nothing. He shows up,
Oh.
gets
Yeah.
defeated, and gets bitched. He's cool as fuck in the comics, but he gets bitched so fast in the show.
Damn.
Given enough time,
One
or
episode.
his ex-partner Cosmos, literally malice incarnate, with identical powers, whom he sealed away in the stars.
Discord once flew from the Horsehead Nebula to Equestria, and kept accelerating so much he went backwards in time.
Now it's just him trying to make it to tea time with his bestie.
But Discord's power may be his
Hello,
greatest
best friend.
weakness. Since almost nothing can threaten him, his carefree attitude can leave him vulnerable to being caught off guard. Like when Tirek, the magic-devouring demon centaur, tricked Discord and stole his powers.
Even still, Discord has shed
Okay,
his
hang
villainous
on. That's just Raven's dad from Teen Titans.
Oh no, okay.
That's trash.
He is pretty different from
Vulnerable to
Trigon.
being caught off guard.
Trigon,
Like when
right,
Tirek,
right.
the
He's a centaur.
Well,
The only
yeah,
similarity
but
is red and horns.
Trigon?
Okay, I guess that's true.
Yeah, it's the
Trigon's
big
Raven's
big
dad,
DC
I
Satan.
think.
magic-devouring
up.
demon centaur tricked
I can
Discord
see
and
it, like the
stole his
armor
powers.
too.
They're not like
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah, I
saying
get
they're
it, I get it.
completely dissimilar, but they are definitely their own things. Also,
Well,
I need to double check this. T-Rex been a thing since Gen 1 My Little Pony. I don't know when did Gen 1 come out? Hold on. Because T-Rex, there's a chance T-Rex may predate Trigon.
they're probably closer in age
Hold on.
than we really think.
I'm
I
looking
think
it up real quick.
MLP first came out like in 5th grade.
Well,
fourth
that's
grade.
Gen 4.
No, 3rd grade. No, 4th.
When did Gen 1 MLP come out? So Gen 1 of My Little Pony came out in 1982.
Okay, that's around
When
primetime
did-
Teen Titans.
When did Trigon first appear?
Wait, Trek is more than just this generation of MLP?
Yeah, Friendship is Magic is Gen 4 of My
Oh
Little
damn,
Pony.
yeah.
And
That's
so yeah, T-Rex, Trigon's only 2 years older. Or
wow. Yeah.
Proper debut in 1981, so only a year older than T-Rex.
The original depiction though for Tirek
Is different.
looks far removed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But slightly similar.
Even still, Discord has shed his villainous past and been made an honorary hero, happy to help out his pony pals from time to time, or occasionally make things
That would be a
worse.
much easier
That's
way to
what
put
you
on
get when-
necklaces, actually.
Oh, popping off your head?
If you could just pop your head off.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know how many times I've like tried to put on a necklace with those like tiny little carabiner things that you have to like try to find out how to
Oh,
put it on.
yeah.
Your best friends
That's
with
why you
the
can put it
spirit
on
of
in front
chaos
and spin it.
incarnate.
Never mind.
I would know.
But he can't.
Even that
Yeah,
though, it's hard.
It is more difficult. Yeah.
No, not the Nuggie. Ugh.
Also, he's a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons, or as they call it in universe, it's ogres and oubliettes.
I like
Yes,
that.
he is.
That's a better name. I don't know if it actually
Ogres
is,
and
but
what?
I like it in the moment.
Ogres and oubliettes.
Oubliettes.
I also love this fucking depressing ass
What
picture of
is
Discord
this?
where he's fucking crying over his dead friend.
Why did they choose that picture?
I don't know.
Why did his friend die?
Well, because
Why did Fluttershy die?
He found out a cell phone.
Okay, so that's something else. But Discord is unbound by time. He is an ageless entity. Fluttershy is completely
So eventually he's gonna
mortal.
see everyone die.
Yeah, like Fluttershy is completely mortal. And also this is one of my hatreds of Gen 5 of MLP, and that is it's a time skip thousands of years in the future, and they just like have phones and like technology, and one of the main characters is a fucking blogger. And I hate
Wait,
it.
so
I hate it.
Well, that's
But
the
magic-
implication that in this universe, that's it. That is just the peak of technology.
so wait, what? But they still have magic?
Yes.
So why even use technology? I thought the point was that it could do everything that technology must
I don't
evolve to
know.
do.
It's a
Why
bad
have a
show.
phone when you could teleport and shit and communicate? Never mind.
When you can look
like
up
that
and see a projected headline in the sky.
I like
You-
that they
you could-
did a time skip the way you accidentally time skipped in the Chucky series. Like you go forward in time and everybody's fucking TikTokers.
I accidentally skipped a whole season ahead, and Chucky was infiltrating the office of the president of the United States.
Oh my god. Okay.
I have no idea.
One of the main
how
characters
we
is
got
doing
there.
thirst traps on TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. So with everything out, Nick, who do you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Discord,
All right.
just purely on vibes.
Valid. Zach.
This is also purely on vibes. I kind of like it reached the point of like they can kind of do anything where I don't even really know how to measure anything or think logically, so I'm gonna go with Bill Cipher.
All right. Luke.
It does seem very close, and for the record, I do not remember who it was before, but like
Okay.
when we watched the fight. The main difference to me between them is Bill Cipher seems to be more like confident and arrogant, and Discord seems to be more like carefree and just like there for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be accurate?
Oh,
to say?
absolutely. 100%.
This might be slightly based on vibes as well. I feel like Discord might have a little bit more of it. Might have more weakness in his carelessness. So I'm going to go with Bill Cipher as well.
All right. Trinity.
So, based on vibes, I feel like it probably is Bill Cipher, but also I don't know if he's really regenerative when they specifically mention that Discord can regenerate himself.
Yeah.
Also,
So-
the specific
I think they
point. Granted, I haven't seen as much My Little Pony. The specific point that is kind of driving my reasoning. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Trinity. Is that I've seen Bill fail so much more, whereas
Oh.
it seems like even if the stakes are smaller, it seems like Discord generally succeed. I don't know.
That makes sense. But that's the same kind of logic I gave or like Mortal Kombat villains being beat by like lesser regular human characters. Like the in-universe stuff, like their conflicts don't always reflect their actual power in stuff like this when you like scale everything together.
Mm-hmm.
Because things do happen for plot reasons sometimes.
Yes.
So, because of that, I'm going with Discord.
Discord.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care if I'm wrong.
Kai, do you have any like couple things or like one thing about each of them like
Yeah.
you've done before that like we missed?
So it doesn't seem like you guys missed a whole lot. I'm just gonna bring up a couple things that maybe were missed. Maybe you just didn't think they were that big a deal. One of them is with Bill Cipher. They mentioned that he basically is able to see an infinite kaleidoscope of infinite possibilities at all times. Basically, I mean he can see every possible future. And with Discord, he was basically able to take someone who is his equal and completely banish them away, defeat them and banish them into the stars. Like take away their powers until they're eventually come back, because magical prison, it doesn't work always. It will eventually fail. But like that's someone like on his level that he was like just did that to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think like when it's a fight this close in powers, the ability to see every possible future, I feel like is just a win condition, because like if Discord were clearly more powerful than Bill, then it might reach a situation where every future that Bill sees is a loss. But I just don't see that being a possibility. Like, there is some way that Bill could win, and Bill is probably going to see it.
All right. So, does anyone want to change their answer?
I'm sticking with Bill.
All right. 2 for Bill, 2 for Discord.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for
What do you
a
think it's
death
gonna be?
battle!
I'm going out of time.
I don't care.
I saw cogs turning.
Pasting all this bootleg merchandise together sure took a lot of glue. Good thing your
Is that the start of the
friends
fight?
make their own.
Yeah.
Friends of a friend. But there's an idea. Dear Princess Celestia, today Bill Cipher learned an important lesson about friendship.
Ah, gag! Ow, my eye! Ah.
I will say, I think this has some of the most beautiful sprite work. Because these are both
Yeah, they look
custom
nice.
sprites.
Enjoy your just desserts.
I think it's funny seeing like a hand-drawn ice cream next to a 3D model of an ice cream.
I was gonna say, like,
It fits the weirdness perfectly. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I don't even have an issue with it, because obviously there's a lot of art styles going on here. But it'd be fascinating to see the art style change, and I expect it to very soon.
I mean, it just kind of did. It went to non-pixel, just hand-drawn. Oh, was that like taken from the show, or was that actually hand-drawn by them?
That was hand drawn.
It looked very faithful to the source material. Like it looked just like the show.
Yeah.
holy shit! I forgot how good this was.
I don't remember any of this.
I literally remember one part, and it's the joke.
John Lucas show was worse than Code of Honor.
You are not qualified to work with the fourth wall.
I was wondering why they're bugging heads.
This stalemate is getting dull. How about a different game?
Sure, I love checkers. Go fish!
The one part I remember.
You're messing with my mind? Oh, this is my shtick, you hack!
We may be evenly matched, Bill, but I've seen your show, my two-dimensional nuisance. And I know how you die.
Oh!
Oh.
We're equals. That you're safe in
He
here?
he does canonically know who Bill Cipher is.
I'm an all-seeing God!
I wonder if the creators of either one of the shows have seen that battle
Maybe.
for this episode.
It was worth a
I
try.
wonder if they're mad.
Still, I'm surprised you don't recognize your old home.
No. No! No. No! No, 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 no!
Oh, Bill.
Ah, no big deal. I've done this once already. Wanna make a deal? Taya!
Bill Cipher.
Hell yeah!
I'm confused.
Wait, I don't understand.
So something I would wait until afterwards, but I do want to talk about this now because I do think it's really cool. If you look at the fight, so they go into the weirdness bubble, right? And you like kind of, before they do
Yeah.
that, you can kind of look around and just see everything going on around it. There's shit flying everywhere. There's a bunch of different characters from My Little Pony and all that. Then you go into the weirdness bubbles.
There's a symbol
Where?
at the bottom, like a drum symbol.
Oh yeah. You can see Rick and
No,
Morty.
but also-
You can see Rick and Morty as ponies in the background.
Oh,
But you go to this, and you go to like where the weirdness bubbles are. They come out. Everyone's gone. It's just them. Discord had a realization that this fight may not go his way, so he created an illusion while taking them to the Nightmare Realm, where Bill was trying to escape from initially. He created the illusion, trapping them there, so that way if he lost, Bill would be stuck in the Nightmare Realm.
So it technically adds nothing to the outcome of the fight, just kind of like
He saved the day, despite losing.
Ooh, that makes sense.
Also, canonically, because he is the embodiment of malice, he will come back. He cannot be permanently killed. He will eventually come back to life.
Just as chaos and like discord ensues in the world.
So, while Bill Cipher won the battle, Discord sealed him away and saved the world and still gets to live on.
Okay.
But Bill technically won because of the rules of death battle. It's if they can kill their opponent and at least keep them away for a while, then it counts.
Right, yeah. This is a win for Bill Cipher, but it's a cool moral victory for Discord.
No big deal. I've done this once already. Wanna make a deal? Teo!
What is the wanna make a deal thing?
He makes
It's
deals.
a reference to the show.
Yeah, he makes deals with people in the real world to try and open gateways. Try to get a gateway open to get into our world.
Okay.
So when have you seen Gravity Falls?
I've not.
You should actually. I just won't say anything. You should watch it.
Okay.
Public service
It's fascinating.
I do want to say, like, I almost feel like it's plagiarism. You don't have to have this in the video at all. Literally, how the Man in the Wall gets into the material world in Warframe is by the Void essentially being the Nightmare Realm. Anyone who enters, he makes deals with, and whoever he makes a deal with, he can inhabit their body for a momentary time.
Was someone on the team just really into Gravity Falls at the time?
Maybe. Like that, the creative director specifically is known for like showing their biases and their hyperfixations. Like they just got 2 Final Fantasy 14 voice actors recently, and before that they just they got a Final Fantasy 16 voice actor. They got 2 Baldur's Gate 3 voice actors. Like you can in their narrative decisions, you can tell that they are just like running wild with their hyperfixations.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when the earliest concepts for Warframe came out, but I do remember when Gravity Falls came out, and it was like a game changer for Disney stuff because there was truly nothing like it, and that the mysteries are actually solvable. Like the ciphers at the end of every episode can be solved, and also like you could put pieces together by watching episodes in a specific order. Yeah, at the end of every episode, there's a hushed tone, like during the credits, that whispers something in reverse, and it's usually some kind of a cipher.
Okay.
There's also always some an anagram, so like scrambled up text.
Yep, things like that.
It's pretty cool.
And there's mysteries inside mysteries. It's crazy.
Hey, that's my line!
Public service announcement. If a yellow triangle in a top hat offers you a Faustian bargain, please do not accept. He might be angry at us.
This fight was almost dead.
I love this because this is usually where we'd have like the pluses and minuses. These are all points they're equal on.
They can both manipulate space and time to such a degree that speed is essentially meaningless, and
More
both
points
at
they're
their
equal
peak
on.
could control their universes, possibly even the multiverse.
Sure, Discord could potentially drain Bill's energy with the Bewitching Bell, but remember the Shacktron?
While the unicorn hair barrier stopped Bill from entering, its magic nullifying aura was not effective on him. If he wasn't drained of his power by extensive contact with that, it's unlikely the bell would do the same.
So with 2 characters who can do basically anything, how would they even kill each other?
Both can restore their bodies from nothing, but only Bill has been shown regenerating damage to his spirit. Likewise, even in a weakened state, Bill has been able to manipulate and damage spirits himself, which is extremely useful considering we know fully erasing Discord will kill him.
While Discord's trickery may frustrate Bill for a while, his ability to see an infinite kaleidoscope and literally tell the future would let him cut through the tricks and vaporize him.
So, hold on, Bill Cipher can come back from, like, total annihilation?
We've never
So
seen
Bill Cipher, I think kind of what they're implying is that while basically both do have a soul, Bill Cipher is the only one that can exist in with the weird science thing that we're always drawn back to, like the fake version of science. He has quantum uncertainty where like whether he's like a light switch, like whether he is alive or dead, he both exists and doesn't at the same time. So as long as he doesn't, that means he can come back.
It's also kind of a thing of like, we've never seen Discord regenerate any part of his soul, whereas we have with Bill Cipher.
Now, it is worth remembering that Bill has been defeated before, when he was trapped in a mind that was being erased.
And Discord had all the tools to replicate something like that.
However, that scenario relied on Bill's tunnel vision on invading Ford Pine's mind specifically, as well as his myopic underestimation
Also,
of
defeating doesn't mean
humans
killing him.
against
You know,
other
that just means
beings
like
Time
removing
Baby.
him
He
from
went
that
for the kill
universe.
immediately.
For the record, Discord has been tricked in the past too. They both had their fair share of embarrassing moments, and they're both smarter than their mistakes at their best. The real difference is that Discord is consistently more carefree in his approach. He's used to being superior to those around him, and has been shown not to take threats seriously until it's too late.
Like with Tyrek, another crafty, manipulative schemer, kind of like Bill.
With his trillion years of reality-destroying malevolence, Bill was able to take advantage of Discord's carefree attitude and get the opportunity to land a killing blow first.
Discord was incredibly powerful, unpredictable, and fearsomely persistent, but Bill's powers and ruthless instinct gave him the edge he needed.
Discord could try every angle, but Bill just had his eye on the prize.
Let me out or I'll eat your dreams!
The winner is Bill Cipher.
So do we have
Any
any
idea what that
thoughts?
said?
No idea. I've
That
never
was a
taken
really
time.
good episode. That was a really good episode, despite me
Don't-
not having a stake in either, really.
Don't think of him.
I will.
was-
Oh, you go ahead, Luke.
I was just gonna say a similar thing. Like, it's very interesting and fun, and it's cool to see. Like, oddly enough, I think because they didn't have numbers, I understood this one a lot more.
Yeah, there weren't really numbers you could quantifiably put on this one and have it make sense.
Yeah, you can't measure weird and you can't measure calamity.
There
You can
are
destroy an entire universe, which measures to about
one universe.
a ton and a half of TNT.
That's a really small universe.
There are a couple things that I do want to point out just because it's the versus debater in me. It's a very close matchup, can go either way, so I'm not mad Bill won. For one, the infinite kaleidoscope thing doesn't really help him because part of Discord's chaos makes him immune to future sight.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Well, I kind of thought of that without knowing I was thinking of that.
Oh.
But it literally makes him immune to it, as well as something that I've always kind of had a thought on was their whole argument up against Discord being able to drain magic from Bill, because they say it because the unicorn hair barrier didn't work on Bill, and I feel like that's a bit disingenuous because we see the unicorn hair barrier work twice throughout the series, throughout like a few episodes, and that's it. And that is when Weirdmageddon starts, a like totem comes to life and tries to attack the shack, and then we see it once when they turn into basically a giant robot and they're fighting Bill. When the totem starts attacking the shack, it takes like 3 or 4 good hits against it before it finally gets all the magic drained from it. And that was something that had a very small amount of Bill's magic in it. So
Wait, so hold on. It took 3 hits and then its power was drained, or it took 3 hits and then Bill's power was drained?
like it hit.
No, the totem that
Right.
was manifested with his powers died. Like
Yeah,
it was no
lost all
longer
its
alive.
magic.
Okay. Gotcha.
But when Bill was doing it, he was able to fight for like a good few minutes and never have his magic fully drained. But I feel like the comparison here is kind of disingenuous because we're comparing something that has a super small amount of magic to Bill Cipher, who has like a universal level of magic at his disposal. So of course it's going to take a lot longer, and especially with something like Grogar's Bewitching Bell that they brought up, where it is shown to be able to take magic pretty easily from people around Discord's level. I do think it's very close, though, so I'm not too upset.
Mm. Didn't you say before, like something about... Well, you've also talked before about, like, Discord can come back. I think you were talking about that doing this because of Calamity just happening persistently throughout the universe. So, like... But, yeah, I get... Maybe that wouldn't count as a point for this because it's not an immediate thing.
Right, we have no idea how long it takes.
Yeah, with things like this, like I think just even though it is technically called Death Battle, it's just the first to temporarily disable the other.
Yeah, for characters that can't die, things like making it so they can't they can't you do any other stuff anymore, or like sealing them away. That still counts as a victory if the character can't die.
Okay.
But all right, I'm glad that one went off pretty good. I'm glad Trinity picked a good episode.
We also spent an hour and 22 minutes on it, so
We
that
did.
means we cared about it.
We spent way longer than that I thought we were going to.
I'm
now
very interested to see the amount of time we spend on the next one.
we're gonna have potential bullshit. Who knows?
I just want to say, completely unrelated to the episodes, just because I know when I mentioned Oryx for potential matchups, it was very hard to find one that he matched, especially if it were like an army battle.
Right.
After doing a light amount of research, I feel like Oryx and his entire army versus the Dungeons and Dragons iteration of Asmodeus and all of the Hells would be a good matchup.
That's pretty good. I'd be down to see that, actually.